Hey guys, Big Time Collector 01 here, back at it again with another DC Multiverse action figure video. And today, we'll be taking a look at my top 10 DC Multiverse figures of 2021. And I gotta say, it's been a great year for the line that I actually started out this year. I know the line started in 2020, and looking forward, I can't wait to get and see all these new figures that they're coming out with. Right here is not my top 10. These are just some runner-ups. Not all of them are runner-ups, but a lot of them are. Like this, like the Thomas Wayne over here. I really like this Thomas Wayne. I know I didn't get the masked version, but that was a 2020 release, and this was a 2021 release. Really fun figure. I mean, not a necessary figure for the collection, but very nice figure, and I really like it. Again, he came with the guns, and that's another thing with that hit the line this year was the Warner Brothers gun mandate, which affected a lot of characters and figures in the line. It affected Bloodsport and the other Suicide Squad figures. It affected this armored Batman. And it's terrible. It sucks that we can't get some guns with our figures now. And I just realized that we may never see certain characters in the line. We may never see Deadshot or Mr. Freeze because they banned guns entirely. They banned fictional guns, real guns, any sort of gun that's they made or that there is in existence is banned. But enough with this gun mandate. Let's start with the list. And before we get to the list, I just wanted to talk about a few honorable mentions. Starting off with the Dr. Fate here. I know he's not opened up, but he does look like an awesome figure. My Target does have a few of the normal versions. I'm trying to look for another Platinum Edition to open up. If I can't find one, I'm most likely will get a normal version. I love the Injustice 2 designs. That's why Flash is on the rotating base here. I hope to see more Injustice 2 figures because I really like the game and I really like their designs. I really had a lot of fun with this Batman, but unfortunately he did not make the list. I do not have all of the movie Justice League figures. I only have Batman and Superman. But I really like this Batman a lot, and I love the Justice League movie. The Snyder Cut was one of my favorite movies of 2021. The Joker here, he can't be on this list for the obvious reason. He's not a DC Multiverse figure. He is from the Mortal Kombat line. And the ink as Batman Beyond is a repaint, 100% repaint. But I really do like it. I do like the concept of having more characters through a repaint. I like that, and I love Batman Beyond, so I won't complain about more Batman Beyond characters. So yeah, now let's get on to the list. Starting off our list at number 10, we have Batman, designed by Todd McFarlane. And I know this is a very controversial pick, but I know because a lot of people don't like these Todd McFarlane designed figures. I didn't like how the Wonder Woman looked. It's peg warming at Target. But I do like how this Batman looks. I really like how it looks. And I like this concept of having these characters in figure form, and they're designed by the guy who manufactures these figures, which is Todd McFarlane. And I like that a lot. I don't understand why people complain about them so much. It's because they're designed by one of the greatest comic book artists of all time, which is Todd McFarlane, and I love this design for Batman. Again, I don't like the Wonder Woman design as much, but it's cool to have that concept. And I like how Todd, puts his own twist to these suits and designs, like how he did the armored Batman. It's not Frank Miller's look, but it's cool to see that made by Todd McFarlane because, again, I like it when companies make their own modifications to classic suits. So yeah, this is my number 10 pick right here. And let's go into the next one. And at number 9, we have the gold label Red Death. I really like this figure, and it is kind of a pretty lackluster figure. Again, it's just a repaint, but I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with this figure, a lot more fun than I thought I was. These lightning effects came with the Mezco reverse flash, but it looks great on the Red Death. I might have him displayed like this. And it's a really fun figure to pose around. Again, it's very spiky, you know, you're gonna poke yourself a lot, but it's really cool to have. It's really awesome to see next to the other death metal figures, or metal figures, and it's great to see. It would have been really nice to get some interchangeable hands with this guy. All he has is a grip hand and an open hand. But it's fine. I can work with it. It's really fun to pose this guy around, get him in a few running poses. And again, if you have lightning effects from other Flash figures or figures in general, you can plug them on here and they'll look just fine. And you'll see in these other images, I put on the Injustice 2 Flash effects on here. So yeah, that's my number 9 spot. And at number 8, we have the Target exclusive Jokerbot Build-A-Figure Waves Blight. I gotta say, I'm very happy with this figure. I'm very happy that McFarlane Toys decided to make this character. Not the ideal look for Blight. We're most used to him in the business suit from the animated series, but this is based off the comics. But I like this design for him a lot. It makes sense for a character like him. He's made up of radiation, so a containment suit makes sense. And I can't wait for that meltdown variant, so I can get those effects and the other fisted hand. It looks great, and he looks awesome on your DC Multiverse shelf with the other Batman Beyond figures that have come out from McFarlane Toys. And again, and I've said this multiple times, I want more Batman Beyond figures from McFarlane Toys. And I'm not talking about repaints. I'm talking about other characters. So yeah, Blight is in my number 8 spot. And at the number 7 spot, we have the DC Rebirth Superman. I really like this figure. I know it is all a reuse, but that doesn't bother me at all. It's a great looking Superman. It's not his classic look, but it's damn well close to it. You know, just have the trunks and the red boots and you're good. But this is really good. I do like the color palette a lot. I like how bright the blues and reds are. It looks really nice. I do wish they used a bigger cape, but this cape is just fine. I do have a few problems with it. It doesn't like to stand, and the head does like to pop off a bit easy. But with those aside, I really like this figure a lot. I know a lot of people don't like how the boots are painted. It doesn't bother me one bit. I don't care about the boots. They look fine. I mean, again, yeah, there could have been easier ways for McFarlane Toys to avoid that, but it doesn't bother me one bit. I really like this figure. I really like how it looks. I like how it stands out on the shelf with the other characters from the, your classic Justice League display. He displays very well with Bizarro. I do like putting him up against a Bizarro. They look awesome fighting each other, and that's why this guy gets the number 7 spot. And at number 6, we have the Target exclusive Batwoman from the Jokerbot Build-A-Figure wave. And again, I don't know much about this character. I didn't read the comics of Batman Beyond. I watched the show. But I really like this figure. It's a really fun figure. I like the design. It's just basically a Batman Beyond suit on a female body. But that doesn't bother me. I've always liked the female counterpart to the male counterpart. That's always something that's been cool. And it's cool to see it on this figure. It poses very nicely, and it surprised me of how much I really like this figure. I like the head. I like the body. The accessories are really awesome. We are getting an unmasked version, which comes with basically the same things as this. Just the only new thing about it is the head and the fisted hands. And I can't wait to get it. But other than that, I really like this figure. And it's still pretty easy to find. You can still find her at some Targets, but I mean, I had an easy time finding her, but it's a great figure. She looks awesome with your other Batman Beyond figures like Blight, and I can't wait to get the unmasked version and put her up with everyone else. Now we're in the top 5, and starting us off there is the comedian, from the Three Jokers line. I really like this figure a lot. This was the, shared exclusive between GameStop and Walmart. I got mine at GameStop, and I like this figure a lot. Really cool. Love the detailing on the jacket. Looking great. I love the head sculpt. It does share the same one as the clown, but it's so unique with the black over the eyes. It is awesome. It looks like it came straight out of the Killing Joke, and I really like this figure a lot. It does reuse a lot from the other Three Jokers, and I have the clown. I'm still looking for the criminal. I think Target's going to be restocking those pretty soon, but I'm very glad to have this guy and the clown. And you've heard me say I don't like the clown as much, but I'm very glad to have both of them. Can't wait to complete the trio, and I might as well complete the wave, get Red Hood, Batgirl, and Batman too. But yeah, great figure. Love this guy. Love how unique he is, and he is my number 5 pick. And at number 4, we have the Death Metal's Batman, both versions. So yeah, I combined these two since they're essentially the same figure but with different accessories. But I really like this figure a lot. The design is really cool. It's so metal. It's so awesome. It's so cool. I love it a lot. But another thing that puts this figure so high on the list is the Bat Cycle. I love this thing. It is awesome. I mean, I don't even need these two Batmans here. I could just have the Bat Cycle and just love it as it is. But the Bat Cycle is nothing without the rider, which is Batman, and it's awesome. I like both versions. I do like the guitar version a little better than the Scythe version, but they are both really cool. I love the accessories. I love the Scythe here. It looks like the Batman logo. And you got this awesome guitar. It's so metal. It's so awesome. It's great figures overall. Again, the Bat Cycle is really a big factor of this choice, because I had a lot of fun with this, with the vehicle and the figures itself. And they look great with your other Death Metal's characters, especially the Death Metal Trinity. So yeah, this is my number 4 spot. And at the number 3 spot, we have the Jokerbot Build-A-Figure. I really like this figure a lot. One of my favorite Build-A-Figures from any line. I had a lot of fun with posing this guy around, especially with the 2 heads. It was a long journey building this guy. It took a span over a year, over the whole year of 2021. Started out with Batman Beyond in March, and then ended off in December with Blight. And Shriek and Batwoman were in between. It was an awesome wave. This is one of my favorite waves of 2021, and I really like this Build-A-Figure. The wave was awesome too, and it's awesome. I really like this figure a lot. It goes very well with the other Batman Beyond figures that have come out, even the ones that aren't from the wave, and it just works very nicely. I like the wings. I like the head, or should I say heads, and the gun arm. It's great. It's an awesome figure, and I really enjoy it. And at number 2, we have Shriek. Both of them. I love both these figures. I mean, they are technically the same thing, but I love both head sculpts. The unmasked head looks like it came straight out of the cartoon. I love all the effects. It's really great to see Shriek in an action figure form. This is his first action figure of all time, so I'm very glad to see it. This is more of his comic-based appearance, but it just looks like it's jumped straight out of the animated series. And I love how he displays with your other Batman Beyond figures. Having him fight, Batman Beyond is always fun to see. It's great to see him with these sound vibration effects. It's great. I love these two figures a lot. I know a lot of people say it's redundant to see these ray paints and new head sculpts, but I don't mind them. I really like them. I really like them a lot. Especially when it comes to Shriek. I love the unmasked head sculpt, and I love the accessories that both of them come with, and that's why he gets the number 2 spot. And at number 1, we have Batman Beyond, both versions, the retail version and the Target exclusive Build-A-Figure Wave version. This is one of my favorite figures of the year. Well, it is my favorite figure of the year. I've always wanted a Batman Beyond figure in my collection, and when I saw McFarlane Toys making one, I had to get it. I got the retail version before the Target exclusive version. I missed out on the Target exclusive when it first came out, but I got it for Christmas, and I love both of them. My favorite head sculpt out of the two is the retail version because it's based off the animated series, while the Target exclusive is based on the comic book. But they are both great. I like the exclusive head a lot. It's, really cool, very menacing, and it's good for COVID because it's covering his mouth. But yeah, these figures look awesome. I'm very happy to have them. They both have great accessories, and they go great in your DC Multiverse McFarlane collection. And I highly recommend both of them, and that's why they're my number 1 pick. And that is my top 10 list of 2021. Wow, what a great year for the DC Multiverse line. I know it started only about a year ago in 2020, and actually in the beginning of 2020, so 2 years ago, since, it came out, the line started in January of 2020. That's crazy. And they pumped out so many figures. McFarlane Toys has been doing so many figures, and they have so many different lines, but they've done such a great job with their DC Multiverse line. There are a few things that are lacking with the line. There's some things that they need to improve. I know a lot of these figures, I have a lot of figures that have very hard time standing up. The Superman, the Rebirth Superman here, and the Bizarro, and any figure that uses that body mold has a very hard time standing up. But that's why the stands are here, and a lot of things have changed ever since the first wave came out. But those changes aren't too big or too drastic. And again, I really enjoyed this line, and I can't wait to see what 2022 has in store for us. And I can't wait to see other things from McFarlane Toys, not just from the DC Multiverse line, but from their other lines too, like the Mortal Kombat 11 line, Spawn, and who knows what else they could do, because I like McFarlane Toys. They're one of my favorite toy companies out there. And again, these are my personal picks, and I want to see what you guys like. What are your top 10 figures of 2021? Or even in general, just let me know in the comments down below. I would love to see your list and see what your picks would be. So yeah, that would be my top 10 list of 2021. I hope you enjoyed this video because I enjoyed all of these figures this year, and I can't wait to see what 2022 has in store. See ya.